The story begins in the quaint town of Ashgrove, where autumn leaves swirl gently down cobblestone streets. A small, beloved bookstore named Ashgrove Books sits nestled between antique shops and cozy cafes. It's a chilly evening, and the warm light spilling from the bookstore's windows invites passers-by to step inside. The gentle ring of a bell echoes as a young woman, Emma, walks through the door, shaking off the cold. She pauses, taking in the scent of old books and polished wood, a sense of comfort settling over her. The bookstore is quiet, almost magical, with rows of shelves filled with books just waiting to be rediscovered. Emma wanders through Ashgrove Books, her fingers brushing the spines of novels, each one a potential escape from her daily life. Her footsteps are soft as she drifts toward a section tucked away at the back, labeled Bold Classics. Dust dances in the warm light filtering through a high window, and it feels as though this part of the bookstore has been waiting just for her. As Emma reaches for a worn, leather-bound book, she hears a voice beside her. "That one's a favorite of mine, too." She turns to see a young man standing there, holding a book of his own. His gentle eyes and warm smile make him seem as much a part of the bookstore as the shelves themselves. Surprised but intrigued, Emma smiles back. "It looked like it had a story worth reading," she replies shyly. They start talking, their conversation flowing easily from favorite books to dreams and ideas. Daniel, as he introduces himself, shares Emma's love of stories and the quiet magic of places like Ashgrove Books. Emma feels an unexpected connection, one that brings a warmth she hasn't felt in a long time. Emma and Daniel begin meeting at the bookstore often, both drawn by the stories they love and the growing bond between them. They sit together in a quiet corner, sharing laughter over novels and discussing their lives. With Daniel's encouragement, Emma starts to open up, realizing that she has dreams of her own, dreams she'd kept hidden, even from herself. One evening, as they settle into their usual spot, Daniel looks at her thoughtfully and asks, "So, what's your dream, Emma?" She hesitates, taken aback. She's never considered the question deeply before. But with Daniel's gentle encouragement, Emma begins to share her thoughts, her passions, and her wish to create something meaningful. Daniel's words stay with her. "Everyone has a story worth sharing, Emma. Even you." Emma takes Daniel's words to heart. Inspired by his belief in her, she begins writing for the first time. Late nights find her in that same cozy corner of Ashgrove Books, filling pages with her thoughts and stories. Daniel doesn't always show up, but his quiet encouragement lingers, pushing her forward even when she feels uncertain. Time passes, and Emma pours her heart into her writing, finding a new strength and purpose. The people of Ashgrove start to notice her transformation, sensing that she's found something worth pursuing. Months later, Emma published her first book, a heartfelt story that reflects her journey in the connection she found with Daniel. One evening, Ashgrove Books hosts a book signing event to celebrate her achievement. The bookstore is warmly lit, decorated with small string lights, and the shelves feel alive with the hum of voices and the turning of pages. Emma sits at a table, signing copies for friends and strangers alike. Her heart swells with gratitude as she realizes that she's living the dream she never thought she could have. Then, as she's signing another book, she hears a familiar voice behind her. "I always knew you could do it." Emma turns to see Daniel, standing there with the same warm smile. They share a quiet moment, an understanding that no words could capture. He gives her a nod, filled with pride, and she knows that their connection changed both of them.